You're such an asshole.
Well, we're always finally catching up, aren't we? Once we get a new request, you're behind. And we are not procrastinators at assholeconsulting.com, where you can go and get your ass kicked by me and thank me for it later. Hey, asshole, just recently I've been extremely curious as to what feminism has brought onto society for the woman gender. Since you have been talking about it in your Clary Original series, I wanted to take a look for myself. No more than 10 minutes into watching protesters, I wanted to remove the fucking plague known as feminism that has infected our sacred sane population. Really? You think it's sacred and sane now? Obama didn't get elected by a minority of crazy people. He got elected by a majority of, I wouldn't say necessarily crazy, but certainly stupid and ignorant people. So I don't think this population is that sane or great. It's why I truly don't care. It baffles me into thinking every single thing that we could say about a woman, mostly true. They respond hatefully by shouting, "We are all equal to men, and capitalism only provides for rich white men." Well, in all honesty, let's be honest, I mean, it's only feminists that say that. And thankfully, the majority of women do not associate or claim to be feminists. That is one thing. I think feminism is such a hate group that even women who are easily duped by, ooh, look, pretty thing over here in Cosmo. Yes! Fat acceptance, biggest. I mean, feminism is so hate-filled, so vitriolic, so just mean. Even Democrat women are like, ooh, I don't even want to be that. So I think there's a little bit of hope. So quote, "We should implement socialism because I want socialism because it means equality for everyone. We are oppressed. Evil rich scum should pay their fair share to women so they could close the wage gap for us because the system is rigged only for men." Such comments gave me testicular and ass cancer as I want to punch the computer screen and rip them all a new one. Please do an epic rant, if you have the energy, of course, to explain how these vile, satanic non-humans are destroying society, but most unfortunately, brainwashing the youth. At the end of your explanations, quickly implement the Clary test on a Chanty Binks. And now she is a hate-filled, man-hating, male suicide supporter, worthless feminine. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen her yet, so I try to be as intellectually honest here as possible. All right, here's the deal. It looks like you just discovered this very dark and evil and disgusting and hate-filled world of feminism. And you're like shocked. You're like, I can't believe it. Yeah, I know, but like I said before, and I'd love to go on a rant, but I already have, and I really don't have the energy in it for me. But let's do more judo. We take the enemy's strength and we use it against him or her. Take a calm, reasoned approach and just simply point out what feminism is, all right? So you discovered that, okay, you're shocked, you're amazed, but one, this is not the majority of people, or women. Okay, thankfully, like I said before, the majority of women do not associate with feminism. It is that tainted of a word that most women. Now, for those that do go down the road, the ones that you see on the internet, you know, the internet is this big net and it'll dredge up everything we hadn't seen before. It's that fine of a net. You're like shocked at the filth it pulls out from the ocean floor. You got to keep in mind where these people are going, who they are, and what their lives are like. I just wrote a post, traits are no substitute for accomplishments. And it's actually going viral. It's a pretty good post, I guess. And in there I cite feminists where basically, as a human, as an individual, what determines your value and worth in society, as well as literally, is what you do for other people. Do you produce something of value? I mean, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be Bill Gates, you know, you don't have to be Wernher von Braun or Albert Einstein. If you flip burgers, you are doing society a service. If you are a janitor, you are doing society a service. You are producing something of value to society. Now, an increasing number of people, especially with my generation, and even more so with the millennials, they have replaced work, achievement, accomplishment, productivity with basically traits, beliefs, religions, things that don't take 1 calorie of energy. So if I say, I'm a Christian, well, whip-de-ding for me, belief takes no calories of energy. It takes no work. I have to believe into some guy nailed to a plank of wood, and then he died for my sins, and somehow this works and gets me to a place where there's a guy with a funny beard. That takes absolutely no effort and energy. But if I'm an intellectually dishonest hypocrite, and I say I have value because of that, well, now wait a minute, that's a lie. That's a scam. That's a canard. And you've seen this. This has always been with us as people have used religion as a substitute for genuine accomplishment. But you see this increasingly so today with I'm green, I'm organic, I believe I want to help the minorities, pick whatever charity cause that you want. And one of them now, especially for women, is feminism. Now, they have higher ranks than the younger girls because they're brainwashed and go to school. But my larger point is, think of all these people who do nothing in their lives, and their biggest accomplishment is not an accomplishment, but merely a belief or the fact they belong to a team. All right, here's another perfect example. How sad and pathetic is that guy who sits at the Buffalo Wild Wings or Applebee's or at the local sports bar, and he's wearing some other man's jersey because in truth and reality, the guy is a loser, and he's accomplished absolutely nothing in life, so he has to live vicariously through whatever, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, whoever the fuck is on the back of his shirt. I mean, really think about how sad and pathetic that is. I mean, are you a dad? Are you an engineer? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a gas station attendant? Are you a pastor? Are you computer pro? Are you something? No. What he and some women too prides themselves off of is that they're a Vikings fan or that they're a Patriots fan. And you can really tell it when they get emotionally upset when, quote, their team, I didn't know that they owned the team. That's amazing how many people, I didn't know how many people had shares in NFL franchise. I just didn't know they were that diversely. I thought Ziggy Wolf owned the Vikings. Apparently, the diversification, the ownership of the Minnesota Vikings is very diversified. If they get upset, if their happiness hinges on whether or not, dipshit Phil throws the ball to former Thug Steve, and former Thug Steve catches it and runs it past the line, and they get happy or upset, depending on whether they're cheering for the blue or the orange team, that's a sad life. Now, look at your average feminist today. I'm not talking to Susan B. Anthony's or the Elizabeth Stantons back in the olden days that wanted suffrage. Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about today's feminists. You have women, disproportionately younger, because as you get older, you get wiser, and then women throw away the feminist bullshit. But you have predominantly women in their prime, when they are young and attractive, and they have all the power in the world, pissing that one opportunity away. And I don't care what anybody else says. I really don't. This is called independent thought because it's based in reality. The number one thing that gives a woman value, whether you like it or not, is her youth and beauty. And the reason why that has such value, and you could be an engineer, that's great. I'm not saying women don't derive value from other things, but there is no other commodity that's in more demand than female beauty. There just isn't. Not oil, not diamonds, not silver, not copper, not water. It is female beauty. And the reason why it's in such demand is because half the population wants it. Now, you can argue whether that's shallow. In reality, men are programmed that way to want to bang women. And so what has happened is we've built basically, society. We've waged war, we've killed hundreds of millions, billions of people, all to have access to that. All to maybe get our shot to have an access to that. Because some guys never get it. And what feminists do, and the religion of feminism, it's so toxic, it's so destructive that it takes women, when they have the potential to strike when the iron is hot, get money out of men, land themselves a quality husband, start having kids if they want to have a family, and they tell them, you don't need no man, fish, bicycle, independent woman, rah, moxie, okay? And so they piss away. You understand what's happening now. Because of feminism, I would say approaching 3 generations, the baby boomers, Gen X, and all the millennials, 3 generations of women are pissing away their biggest opportunity at happiness. And women, again, you can complain that a man don't make you happy. Don't need no man, fish, bicycle, independent woman. Girlfriend. Okay, fine, that's cute. Now, when you're done lying to yourself, most women, and this is why they cry themselves to sleep. In the daytime, they're like, I don't, and no, talk to the hand, and there you're getting shot down at the bars. Then they go home and cry themselves to sleep at night because deep down inside, they desperately do. I mean, fuck, look at this fucking Bridget Jones Diary, baby. Come on now, it's a new movie. I'm going to be ripping it apart later. Here's this gal, she's what, 45, 50? All right? Don't listen to what women say. Look at corporate marketing. Look at what Hollywood puts out. Look at Harlequin romance novels. Surprise, surprise. The girl has a child at the age of 45, and she has two well-ripped, good-looking rich men chasing after her. Wow! Who saw that coming? So I don't care what feminists say, I don't care what women say, I don't care about the comment section below. The empirical evidence, the empirical data is most women, not all, but most women want to get married and they want to have kids because you're genetically programmed, just like guys are genetically programmed, to like big tits, long legs, and an ass that backs up into that garage right there. Okay, that's the rule, gentlemen, right there. Two-fighter, X-Wing fighter pilots. Ass must back into that. Anyway, so they are lying to themselves. They're living a lie. They're living in delusion, and people who don't live in the real world inevitably pay the price. And once again, we can go back to the Bridget Jones Diaries if we want. Because they are lying to themselves now. Instead of admitting, okay, this is kind of Gen X women, it's too late for you now. You've hit the wall, you're all about 40, it's over for you. But they still lie. 40 is the new 20. And see, Bridget Jones can still get two guys, have a party, and still have a child that's perfectly healthy. I guarantee the kid's going to be born healthy in this particular movie. But that's still a lie. In the real world, guys really don't want... I mean, you look at whoever the actress is portraying Bridget Jones, she's not attractive. I would not bang. And now, after, what would you say, when would the original Bridget Jones Diary come out? 15, 20 years ago? After what is about... Okay, so when do girls hit puberty? Like 14, 13, I guess? Starting there, then the boys also have to hit puberty. It's like, let's just say 14. So from 14 to 40, that is 14, 26. That is 26 years, max, of power. And look at where women waste it all. Right off, starting in high school, even grade school, they're teaching girls you don't need no man-fish bicycle. Then that goes on to college. And women disproportionately major in the liberal arts. Okay, so they're going to have to get their master's, sometimes their doctorate. And that puts you at about 25, 26. Then you got to have a career because, independent women don't need no man-fish bicycle trademark. So then they're going to go and work their assistant reserve officer, vice director at some nonprofit. They're going to become the HR lady. Then they got to get continuing education. So that by the time they're done being... independent women don't need no man-fish bicycle trademark. They're dumped on it and they're ready to finally start getting... Now I have a child. Now I'm ready to have a child. It's too late. No guy wants to use a really dangerous 40-year-old corpse with dusty eggs that may or may not produce a kid with two arms and two eyeballs, So... And that's genetics, and then the lies kick in like the Bridget Jones Diary. We gotta keep women believing in this shit, otherwise they won't buy Glamour or Cosmo anymore. So whereas I could yell and scream and get upset, that takes too much energy. It's a great quote from the World War II movie, Tom Hanks, Saving Private Ryan. They're attacking the beachhead. They finally break through. They throw in some grenades. The guy hits it with a flamethrower, the pillbox, and you just see it go. And all the Germans are trying to get out any way they can. They're on fire, and the guy with the gun's like, "Don't shoot, let them burn." And that's what you need to do with feminists. Don't shoot, let them burn. Because as painful as it is to tell anybody the truth and do a correction, that still is constructive criticism, and if they heed that advice, they may improve the rest of their lives. But you don't want to do that to feminists. You want them to keep believing in the Bridget Jones Diary baby. You want them to keep believing in don't need no man-fish bicycle. and you want them to believe it all the way to the point they're at the nursing home by themselves, maybe with their cats, and no one comes to visit them. All right? Because the worst possible punishment you can give to them is to let them continuing living in denial, so that when they are about to die, their last thought is, oh shit, I pissed it away. And they'll never admit it. Their ego is too high and too strong. They'll never admit it publicly. But deep down inside, just like they cry themselves to sleep at night when they've pushed away every guy, and that 78-year-old, I mean, think of the baby boomer feminists. Think Andrea Dworkin. Think of all these hate-filled women who divorced, hyphenated names, they pursued their careers, shot off their kids to daycare, divorced their husband, now they're on the second marriage, maybe the third, maybe they're not married. Then there's nothing. The number one thing in life is other people. And the number one people in your life should be your family and your children and your spouse. But feminism took the number one most important thing away from those women, stupid and men, stupid enough to believe it. Stupid at this current day incarnation of hate. That's basically the us versus them. The wage gap isn't because I don't work as hard and I have a higher rate of absenteeism, or that I majored in fucking dipshittery studies and not STEM. No, it's evil white males, it's discriminating the ceiling, blah, blah. Fine, let them believe it. Let them believe it. Go to Asia, find yourself a nice Asian guy. I got a buddy, he just ended up dating this Asian gal, and he didn't go over to Asia. This wasn't a mail order thing. He just ended up dating a gal who was from Asia, who's now a citizen here in the United States, and it's unreal. Like, wow, this is what it was like in the 40s and the 50s, and they're nice, and they're kind, and he loves her, and it's great. Enjoy that life. But these feminists, don't let them bother you, dude. Why do you think they're so angry? Because they're pissed off in life. Because they got nothing. That's all they got is their feminism. It's the religion. That's it. They took a husband, children, loving family, what you name it, all the great things that come with, and they traded it for an ideology of hate that at times I don't even think ISIS hates people that much. I really don't. I think feminism probably is the most concentrated form of hate group out. I've never seen it. Never seen anything like. At least ISIS, they're like, we got these religious beliefs. We got to kill you because you're not Muslim. Nothing personal. I'm like, okay, I disagree with your premise. but I know you maybe hate me, but it's not this visceral, angry that you see coming out of feminism. Anyway, so let's take more of a Zen approach. Let's take more of a Buddhist approach. Let them be. And I think you're a little bit younger than me. Did you mention your age? Because, I've seen it now, especially with Facebook. You may be where women are still in their prime and their peak, and they still got men throwing things at them. And like, please go. But if you're my age, I'm 40, 41, and I'm looking at, it happens. It happens. The Gen X women, their time, the day of man is over. The time of the orc has begun. It's over for these girls. And it is pretty awesome seeing these gals get divorced, seeing them, and they don't know. This is the real punishment. They don't know why men aren't hitting on them anymore. They don't know why guys are going after the 25-year-old. They actually believe this feminist bullshit. They don't know why guys don't want to date them when they have 2 other kids from 2 other guys. They don't understand. Let them mire in that confusion. Let them mire. Let them stew. Let them try and figure it out. Don't help them. Don't point them out. And even if you did, they could watch this video. They're not going to believe it. I'm an evil, sexist, racist, whatever. Which is fine. But let them go. Just let them go. Let them waste their lives. Let them be ignorant. And in the meantime, you enjoy the decline. You enjoy your life. You do what you want. You really go really big Tao, not virgin Tao. So, you actually go and do whatever you enjoy. And find a girl that's quality, but don't let them bother you. Your life is too short to get worked up about people who hate you because you have a penis. Okay? They're just not worth your energy. So anyway, hope that explains some things. Hope we made a little bit of progress. Tell friends, tell families, tell loved ones about Asshole Consulting. Have them come visit my YouTube channel here. You got questions, go to assholeconsulting.com. Also, we got our backup thing, dailymotion.com/Aaron-Clary. And you can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/asshole consulting, where I upload some of the more controversial videos in case, the Googs decides that my free speech isn't as free as others. Best of luck to all of you. Toodles.